Hello and welcome back to another game on Arena. Volley between Dracont playing in blue as the Aztecs and our Lord Doubt playing in red as the Turks. It's been a while since I've done this, but I think in this game it's worth it. I'm going for a build order analysis. It's gonna be the Turks Fast Imperial Age. And fun fact, Doubt was streaming this game and was getting a $500 donation from Matt Just Salsa, I think is his Twitch name. Very well known and one of the biggest donors on our Area 2 community. And he said, when you can beat, I was not sure, was it his time, 1947 I think, then it's $500 for you. And that's what Doubt actually did. So it's fast in before 20 minutes. We have Doubt actually not finding these cows too early on. He was staying in the stream. Yeah, if I don't find my sheep, then I go scouts. If I find them here, not sure where he was pointing, then fast imp. But he went fast imp eventually, so no problem here. And for now it's nothing special. Having cows on the map means 100 extra food on your, yeah, quote-unquote sheep. On your herdables, I guess they're called officially. And for now it's nothing special, so let me quickly show the map of Dracont. Second gold, second stone, main stone safe in the back, 3 deer inside, second gold safe in the back, or third gold, and the main gold. Forward dish, but on the far side, so the map actually quite good for him. Picking up the cows as well. The 2 boars are inside as far as I can see. Relic wise, one quite close to his base, this one on the left hand side, almost neutral zone, one on the right hand side, a neutral zone, extra stone, extra gold here. On the left hand side of the map, another extra stone. We've seen that extra gold here. Doubt's second stone is outside, main stone forward, second gold forward, third gold forward outside, the main gold safe and back, which is quite nice. And Doubt is yet to pick up those cows. Doubt now using one of the wood villages to build a house here, which is interesting, something we don't usually see, I guess, but it makes kind of sense. Third cow in the TC, and the villager to get the first boar in. Where's that second boar? Is it to the back here? He's got 3 deer in the back, boar in the back, and he's about to find the missing cows here. So everything is fine. Pretty much the standard build order. 6 on cow. He's going for another house, which is uncommon, but okay. And he is with 7 villagers on boar, on food on cow and boar. It's now fewer 2 villagers on the cow and the rest is on boar. Mill coming up with the next villager, so that's 2 villagers on the berries. Pretty standard. 4 on wood, 7 on food, 2 on the mill at this point in the game. Nothing special really, so for now no special build order, but fast imp, you need to have pretty much everything perfect. And I guess Doubt is already missing a few seconds from the start of this game. Not sure when this villager would need to be created, so it's perfect. But usually, yeah, it might be 2 seconds behind optimum, but it's the online, of course. Online gaming makes sure that you get some lag at the start of the game, so you cannot really go at 0 seconds to produce the first villager. Doubt also luring the scout in and using another wood villager, or the same, to get the next house up. So 25, not going to 30 pop space. First deer under the TC using the villager, and after 4 villagers on berries, they're actually going to send the next villager to build to get the boar in, to lure it in. And there is now 8 villagers underneath the TC plus 1, 4 villagers on wood, 4 villagers on berries. Pretty standard still, nothing too special. The 2 houses being built with the wood villagers. No farms yet, very important to see, always interesting to know when you're going to build your farms. And that's now 6, 7 villagers on the boar, 3 villagers on deer, and the next deer coming towards the TC, getting lured. And in the meantime, Dracont obviously going for pretty much the same. He's got 2 farms already, so he's gonna be a little bit earlier up to feudal and castle age. He's not going for fast imp. Doubt using the what is it, 19th villager, so 10 under the TC to go for that second gold here. This is interesting. Luring the deer directly on the TC is very beautiful. That villager needs to be adjusted, recruit, I don't know. Next villager also going to gold. Doubt is going with a lot of villagers on gold now, sending the other 3 villagers. Is it 4 now? 4 plus 6, 6 on the boar, 4 on deer, and he's also going with the cows underneath the TC to make sure those cows can be taken immediately after the boar finished. Now Doubt is luring the last deer in, only 3 of them, but 6 cows means that's pretty much 9 sheep. And at this point in the game, using the 2 of the villagers to go for 2 farms. Very important to see. Next villager also going on gold, so it's 4 villagers on gold already. That's still, is it 4 villagers on the deer and only a few? I think it's only 4 now on the boar. 20 food left, 10 food left, so and there's the cow coming up. And the deer going a little bit wild between those trees. It should be alright. And now all the villagers going to take the cow here, while Dowd is still luring in the deer. Another farm coming up, 5 villagers on gold here, and the next villager is actually going to wood. We have the deer now being taken by 2 villagers, the cow by 5, so 7 villagers underneath the TC, plus 3 farms. Cow, you cannot count it. And now Dowd is moving out, and as he will reach feudal age, he then can go out safely, and if he's not getting attacked by Eagle Scout, he will also be fine because he is faster. 5, 6 villagers now on wood, so that's the last 2 villagers went to wood. As far as you can see, there's still 10 villagers underneath the TC. Another farm getting built, so we have 2 plus 3 villagers working on the collectible food and 7 villagers on 1 lumber camp. Now Dowd is going close to clicking up to feudal age. 28 plus 2 is the plan here, and we have 8 villagers now on the wood line, 5 on gold, and there is 4 villagers on berries, plus what do we have? Get the cows away, 10 villagers around and underneath the TC, so 5 on farms and 5 more on deer, on sheep, cow, whatsoever. For now, Dracont on the way up to feudal age. I think in feudal age, or up to the feudal age, not so much should happen. I'm guessing at least. We're going to see what Dowd is doing underneath the TC with the 5 villagers once they're finishing the last cow here. But I think it's going to take a while, and therefore 5 villagers on gold, 8 villagers on wood, 4 villagers on berries, 5 on farms, 5 on cow. Everything fine here, and we're approaching feudal age for Dowd. Let's slow down here, see which villagers are building. Market and blacksmith, picking them from the berries. He's got enough food to click up. He also got enough food, I think, to go for economy upgrades. Is he going to do double bidex? Yes, coming up here, and possibly horse color or gold mining. One of both, I think, should be good. Dowd sending the feudal villager to gold, the first one, and let's keep an eye on those 5 villagers here. I'm guessing they're going to take some wood here. You need like, what is it, 400 wood roughly to build the 2 buildings in Castle Age. Market blacksmith finished, and the villager is actually going to take wood. So we're going to have 9 villagers on wood, it's 6 on gold, and 5 idle villagers underneath the TC, immediately going to take 3 here. One more farm coming up. Did he go for a horse color upgrade? I didn't see it. Let me find out. We're gonna see in this farm if Dowd went for it. Yes, horse color upgrade done, very important. I missed that. He went for double bidex and horse color, and now sending another villager on gold, so 7. The 5 villagers splitting themselves, was 4 on wood, now 3 on wood. Now another farm coming up, 6 plus, that's 7 farms, 8 on gold, and only 1 villager underneath the, next to the TC, taking wood here. Another villager from the wood also building a house. You need that house when you arrive at Castle Age. You do not want to go for wheelbarrow. Wouldn't really make a lot of sense here. And Dowd, as you can see, sold the stone. Not sure how much he bought. Can we see this? Need to go to economy stats. Buying food 142. We made, or maybe it's Dracont who bought some food. As you can see it here, it's pretty much neck and neck with the food and gold count. 8 villagers on gold, but also when you start 6, 7, 8, 12 villagers on food. Of course I need more food than gold. Dowd already queued up 1 villager. I think he could queue the other one too. And we still have 9 villagers on the wood line. In the meantime, let me quickly go back here. We have Dracont up to Castle Age. I mentioned he will go for a monastery. Dowd now sending 4 wood villagers to build the extra buildings, the Castle Age buildings. He's got 441, which is more than enough. We're going to see in Siege Workshop, and I think Dowd is going for the monastery here. Yes, monastery coming up. 2 villagers getting produced, or will get produced. Where's the last wood villager gone? I didn't see it, but 7, that's 9 farmers, so let's build another farm here. Siege Workshop coming up, monastery coming up. Resources looking good, 868 food in the bank. Siege Workshop finished, monastery finished, way before the second villager. And Dowd actually clicking Imperial Age already, so he's got the food that he needed, he's got the wood. I think he might have bought 100 more food, didn't really see it. And now Dowd with a monastery, 100 gold in the bank, 8 villagers on gold. Barry's just finishing. I think he also used the Barry villager to build another farm here. the first monk on the way. And of course now he's going to try to go for the relics, which Drakon is already going for. You may see it in the mini-map. So fast Imperial Age, and it's going to be I think 1944, 1945. Very, very solid build order. We need to see a barracks and archery ranges then. I think Metzaza said you want to have the siege workshop and 2 archer ranges to go for bombard cannons, hand cannoneers. 11 villagers on 1 wood line plus 2 on stragglers. That farm running out, so another villager going to the same lumber camp here. Could have been rebuilt, not sure what's better. I don't really know. The light cav healing up a little bit, and now the monk going out to take the first relic. In the meantime, we're halfway up to Imperial Age, barracks coming up soon, and Dowd will be able to go for 2 archer ranges here. He's not going to rebuild his farms too early, because you will prioritize the archer ranges over the farms, obviously. 8 villagers on gold still, and let me see what's happening here. Light cav, of course, upgrade is for free, trying to go for some monks. Drakon is able to get that second relic in. He went for an extra TC on the main gold, an extra TC on the main stone, and that TC is also a little bit on the wood line, which is fine. So Drakon actually going for monastery, 3 TCs, no barracks, pretty much a standard thing to do, and he's going to face Dowd with 2 archer ranges now, first relic in, and are we going to see a fight for the next relics? Actually both players are heading to the left hand side. Dowd should be faster, but the monk stopped, I'm not sure why. Drakon is going for Sanctity here, second archer range about to be finished, and we have 2 plus 2, 6 farms now, more houses coming up, still the same lumber camp. That's a lot of villagers on wood 16. You want to have enough for a bombard cannon here and for hand cannoneers, all happening. Dowd is not clicking the bombard cannon yet, so waiting for, not sure, queuing villager, and it's hand cannoneers only. Maybe he's busy on focusing down the Eagle Scout here, needs to go back with the Hussar now. He lost the monk, in the meantime he's picking up the relic from the right hand side, so I went for a second monk here, and finally the bombard cannon coming up. Next villagers going to the main gold. Actually sending villagers now to get more gold in. He's got 9 villagers on the main gold, hand cannon production going. Got 2 4-hand cannoneers already, and of course the first bombard cannon on the way. He's got enough resources to go for another bombard cannon, as there's still 14 villagers on the lumber camp, and now 3-4 extra villagers on the main gold, and 9 villagers on the forward and the second gold. Here we have Drakon picking up the relic, but there's a Hussar waiting, and the hand cannoneers could be fast enough to actually intercept the monk here. Hussar moving forward, this is a mistake in my opinion. It's going to be 3 hits and the monk is going down. Drakon not playing this ideal, and yeah, Dowd might even be able to actually grab the 3rd relic here, or the 5th relic. So Drakon being up faster by 3 villagers, I think, not able to get at least 3 relics in, and now Dowd is moving forward. Second bombard cannon already produced. He's waiting for the woods to go for 3rd bombard cannon. He's got 6-8 farms now, so he needs to buy food when he wants to go for hand cannoneers, but it makes sense. And bombard cannon number 3 on the way. 3 bombard cannons can do a lot of damage and quite fast. And Drakon in the meantime, well, how do you defend this? There is different options. Drakon is trying to go for, I think, crossbowmen, which is dangerous against bombard cannons. Best would probably be a mix of military units. Dowd was expecting monks here, like 55, 60 HP monks, having Sanctity, Redemption, Fervor, and so on. That would be difficult to fight against for the Turks. You could go for Heresy, but it costs 1k caps lock, I don't want caps lock, 1k gold, and that's quite expensive when you go for fast imp. Dowd is on 38 villagers, going for 39s. He's got 7, soon to be 8 villagers on the main gold, 7 on the gold here, and finally building another army camp with 14, but it's in already. He went through the wall, and 2 bombard cannons plus 1 on the way are already attacking the monastery, and Drakon going with the archers now, crossbow upgrade coming in, but I think he may be a little bit too late, because when your opponent is going fast imp, you expect nothing else than bombard cannons and gunpowder units. Crossbowmen in theory makes sense. Maybe elite skirmishes even could be an option, but I feel it's easier to go with the crossbowman. From the cost, it's easier to get gold and wood than food and wood, and Drakon is repairing the TC, but this is tough. The bombard cannons, 40 attack, and 2 melee armor, 5 pierce armor is a lot, so the crossbowman only doing 2 damage per arrow, and that means 50 hits from a crossbowman, and only then the bombard cannon is going down. Dowd is, I think, producing more hand cannoneers, not right now. He's missing the food. He could buy more, but it's quite expensive, and he's still got the 13, 14 in theory, but the villagers idle here. 2 idle villagers, 14 villagers on wood, 14 on gold. Hand Cannoneers moving forward against the crossbowmen now. Actually, the fight is not too good for Dowd, but he's got the numbers, and the bombard cannons behind are doing reasonable damage on those crossbowmen now. Elite skirmishes coming up as well, but he doesn't really have, Recont doesn't really have a way to fight those bombard cannons. He needed eagles, in my opinion. He's got enough stone for a castle, but a castle doesn't really help you against bombard cannons, so maybe that was one mistake he went for. Going for a castle against the fast Turks is not a good idea, and now he's trying to go with the villagers, but they're dying fast to the hand cannoneers. That's 17 attack, which means 3 hits and a villager is down here. Therefore, the 3 bombard cannons are moving forward pretty much unstoppable now. Elite skirmishers, 5 attack against 5 pierce armor. We know this is going to end. The bombard cannons will survive pretty much forever. They are tanky at this point, and Dowd, being Dowd, he's even going to pick up another relic. Is he? I think so. So he wants to make sure that Recont doesn't have an easy gold income. Recont is in trouble. He went for military units too late, and I think ranged units only is not the perfect combination against the bombard cannons, hand cannoneers. A few eagles to kill the bombard cannons might have been helpful. A few monks might have been better. Like, imagine 70 HP monks against the bombard cannons. They should survive at least 1 hit, maybe even 2 if there is no direct hit. Now Recont finally able to get the majority of military units. He should be able to take down the hand cannoneers. He needs to prioritize them because the villagers could do the rest, but there is more hand cannoneers on the way for Dowd, and Recont is low on food, has 1k4 wood in the bank. That means the economy, of course, and not in ideal shape. A village is not trying to go for the bombard cannons, it's actually 4 in the meantime. Dowd with 15 villagers on gold here, plus 4, that's 19. Still pretty much the same amount of villagers on wood. He doesn't really need that much any longer. He needs farms now, and he has a good amount of farms. That's 14, 13, 14 maybe. And the bombard cannons still surviving. I think he will be able to repair those bombard cannons, and the elite skirmishers on low HP are actually going down. Recont is calling the GG. Dowd played this beautiful 29-minute game with a sub 20-minute fast Imperial Age, and then it would be interesting to know about experts' opinions on how to defend against the fast Imp here, being in Recont's situation where your opponent is going fast Imp, 3 bombard cannons and hand cannoneers, and you're on 3 TCs, then I think monks and eagles might be your best pick, or maybe monks and elite skirmishers. I think eagles and skirms not doing so good because the hand cannoneers can kill eagles really fast, but you need something more than just ranged units. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you on the next games. GG.